Any leprechauns in chat? Good morning. Welcome back. I'm the leprechaun today, guys. Hello, 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 everyone. Yes, social distancing for the win. And a big cheers to all of my stay-at-home drinkers today. I think that we could use any excuse to celebrate right now. And even if we're celebrating alone, we're not actually alone because hi, hey, hello, how are you? I am here with you. Imagine you had to go into isolation, but you got to do it with me. I mean, I know that could be worst case scenario for some people, but for a lot of you guys, that would be best case scenario. Destiny was in isolation with me and he didn't die from it yet. I'm staying at home but still working, so coffee will have to do for now. I mean, I'm very proud. I know this is the dumbest thing to say in response to that sort of type of comment. To me, hearing that is like, wow, that's the cutest, sexiest thing you could say. Hold on, you're responsible and employed? Wow, slide into my DMs. Do it now. I just found this. I was going to use it for a Little Mermaid cosplay, but I have it, so I was like, do I put like a bow like over here? Do I put a big bow there? Or do I do a big bow on that side? Or do I do a bow on the, like, does it go around this way? Like one of those motherfuckers? Is that cute? Is that the thing? I think it's not the worst thing I've ever done, guys. I think it could be worse. Let's talk about drinking. Yeah, you brought me the ball. Come here. Yeah. She's not wearing green, she gets a pinch. Let's talk about drinking, because drinking, although it is a huge part of human nature, it is also something that causes a lot of problems. That's why the Simpsons quote is so funny. It is the cause of and solution to all of life's problems. Alcohol, truly. Some people drink because they want to let loose and have a good time. That's what they want to happen. Some people want to drink because they want to tell you exactly what they fucking think of you. And they have to drink to be able to get it out. Some people drink, for the liquid courage to really be themselves. Some people drink because it numbs, because what they want to happen is they want to stop feeling. And one of the biggest lessons that I've learned as an adult growing is that, oh my God, is that when you're about to be profound, a puppy will bark. Shh. Our day is ruined and our disappointment is immeasurable. I was born and raised with the most wonderful mother any person could ever ask for. And I'm so lucky that my mom talked to me about shit that kids should not be doing, which is drinking and wanting to explore drugs. Talking to kids about it and talking to people about drinking and how your relationship with drinking can affect your life is important, I think. When I was a teenager, my mom knew that I was gonna go and I was gonna drink at parties. She knew that's what teenagers did. It was like, it's Friday night, I'm going to a house party. My friend's parents are out of town and we are having a party that will probably get shut down by the cops. And my mom would say, okay, you can call me up until 2 a.m. and I will come and I will pick you up myself. After 2 a.m., either sleep there or there's money for a cab, like by the front door. My mom was like, you're with your friends. I trust that you're with people that you know. I trust that you wouldn't put yourself in a situation that you didn't feel comfortable in. She knew that she didn't have to worry about me or obsess over where I was going to be or who I was going to be with. She taught me that I don't have to do what other people tell me to do, including her. She was like, I'm your mother, I have your best interests at heart, but I understand that you're not gonna do everything that I tell you to do. I guess my parents had the attitude that they're the ones who raised me. If they're the ones who taught me all of my values, they're the ones who gave me the lessons of life that I would need to make good decisions. Why wouldn't they trust me to make the good decisions in the moment? And that's how I feel like I'll raise my children too. I gave you the values that you have through raising you, through sharing my experiences with you, through learning with you and laughing and playing and striving through adversity and all that shit. If I don't trust you in the moment to make the decision, then I'm sort of admitting that my parenting was bad. Because even once I've given you all the information you could possibly want and need, how could I not trust you to make the decision in the moment? And my mom also taught me not to give into peer pressure. So she knew that when I went to these parties, until I was in grade 11, I just didn't drink. My dad taught me that if you go to a house party and you hold a red cup with any sort of beverage in it, people will assume that you're drinking. And because they're drunk, they're not gonna notice that you're sober. If you go to a party and you do not want to drink, but you want to feel like you're involved in the party, again, all you have to do is carry a red solo cup with any sort of drink in it. It doesn't matter if it's Pepsi or Coke, if it's root beer, if it's cream soda. All you have to do is just drink out of a cup and people will automatically assume, because they're drinking, that you are also drinking. Just don't go around telling everybody that you're not drinking. And if they ask you what you're drinking, lie to them. It's okay to lie to drunk people as long as it's to protect yourself. You can't lie to drunk people to get stuff out of them. That's bad. That's called entrapment in a way. But you can lie to drunk people to protect yourself as much as you want. If you go to a high school party and you tell people there that you're not drinking, they will pressure you into drinking. And peer pressure is one of the most dangerous elements of drinking. Playing games while drinking and peer pressure to drink are the most dangerous elements of drinking. That's how it gets out of control really, really fast. Peer pressure happens all the time. Why would you come out if you weren't gonna have a good time? And they just make you justify why you're not drinking. It's just much, much easier to just lie to them and say, of course I'm drinking. And you're not actually lying, you're drinking. You're just not explicitly drinking alcohol. And then when I did start drinking at high school parties, when I was like in the later part of grade 11 and into grade 12, I think it was because I wanted to wait until I was 17 to like start consuming alcohol. I felt like if I was 16, I was just much too young. I don't know. I have a lot of rules, guys. We all do. So when I did start drinking, my mom and my dad would give me a plastic water bottle, and they would go to the liquor cabinet. And if I was at my dad's house, it would be vodka, because that's what he had. If I was at my mom's house, it would be like white rum, I guess. Yeah. And they would take a water bottle and they would put about 50 milliliters. They would put like 50 milliliters of alcohol in a water bottle, and they'd be like, this is all you need for the whole night. You are a very thin, small high school girl. So let's move a little bit forward in time. My first boyfriend that I had in high school. We were dated from my last year of high school into my first year of university, and he was British. He was born in England. He lived in Newcastle when I started dating him. And I went to go visit him, and I blacked out in England because I tried to keep up drinking with Scottish people. And the idea that a Canadian woman could keep up with Scottish men drinking, I'm lucky to be alive. Honestly, I'm lucky to be alive. But when did you start smoking weed? Not until I was 26. Marijuana has some really, unpredictable effects, sort of. There's a lot of intersectionality that goes into consuming intoxicants, I'm just making up words now. But basically, by the time you're 25, your brain stops developing, which in my opinion is a reason to limit drinking until you're 25 too. I don't think so. I grew up in Canada, and I'm gonna be really, really honest with you guys. I hope my dad doesn't murder me for this. But we were talking about drinking in high school earlier, and I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. When I was in high school, my dad also occasionally would roll very, very teeny tiny thin joints for me and my friends to smoke. My dad was like, you're also gonna wanna smoke marijuana, and I understand that this is something that you're gonna wanna do. And I would rather that you get it from me than from a stranger on the street who might try to put something in there to take advantage of you or to harm you. Yeah, he would roll a joint for me and he would say, this is very powerful, this is very dangerous. You have to call me tonight, I will come pick you up no matter how late it is. You have to share this with at least 3 other friends. He was really specific about that. He was like, if you're going to smoke marijuana, you absolutely have to share it with friends. My dad really, really believed in the social benefit of smoking weed together. He knew this. Your thoughts are so profound and well said. I absolutely love it. Thank you, Vinny Smooth. In my opinion, everyone should just do your own research and keep your own opinions to yourself and not toxicity into someone else's life. Having an opinion, much like having a religion or a penis, is great. You can be proud of it, you can enjoy it privately, but you can't shove it down somebody else's throat. Do you think that in 10 years you'll look back to now and realize how little you actually know compared to how much you thought you knew? Everyone is that way, of course. That's exactly how growing works. Just like when I was 20, I looked back at when I was 10, and I was like, wow, I've learned so much more since I was 10 now that I am 20. But I don't look back on myself at 20 and go, wow, you stupid little idiot. I'm like, wow, 20-year-old me made all the best decisions she could make, so that 30-year-old me could make all the best decisions she could make. Like wearing these hot pants. That's the greatest joke of all, friends. So, unbeknownst to many of you here in chat today, there have been interlopers. Do you know what an interloper is? I love that word. There have been interlopers. There have been not so nice people. And some of those people that the moderators are keeping out are really, really angry at me. And they say the same thing over and over and over again. They say the same thing over and over again. They say, why isn't she wearing pants? Why isn't she wearing pants? Hey, why isn't she wearing pants? These are called hot pants. Google the word hot pants. I love it because these are hot pants. They're called hot pants. They're better than pants. They're hot pants. Thanks, friends.